Good day. I'm finally reviewing a nationally available beer. It's the Sierra Nevada Sidecar. I assume named after the cocktail Sidecar that I think uses orange liqueur or something. And this is their orange pale ale. And it says it uses lemon or orange peel with natural flavors added. So the natural flavors added might mean the special citrus extract that a lot of hoppy beers like Grapefruit Sculpin use, because they're definitely not using millions of pounds of citrus zest for those beers. This is the first time I believe that Sierra Nevada has gone into the fruited pale ale category, which is a little odd because they've made more different pale ales than any other brewery, and more ounces of pale ale, I'm sure, than any other craft brewer, maybe any brewer in America in general. Now that I think about it, it's kind of a cool idea. This one is 5.2% or 5.3%. Just came out. This bottle is from December 16th. And I think that is exactly 3 weeks old at this point. Maybe a day older than that, but that's pretty darn fresh for Sierra Nevada. Unfortunately, it seems like the first shipment of all this stuff that gets around these parts is always the freshest one, and then the distributors just have a bunch of it and always have this Sierra Nevada in stock, so it never gets here super fresh. So I'm going to enjoy this one as much as I can. I've never had it before, though. It uses a kind of interesting mixture of hops. Cascade, of course. And then Equinox, which can be an interesting tropical fruity, but also peppery and woody pungent hop. And then they use, what's the other one? Mandarina Bavaria, which is a very sweet mandarin orangey tasting hop. It's a little softer from Germany that I like quite a bit. And hopefully the orange flavoring won't overtake everything, so I can't notice it as much. And they use, I guess, a little bit of honey malt and Munich malt in here, which is a little interesting. They don't do the normal just 2-row and caramel combination. Uh-oh, my glass is not beer clean, unfortunately. I usually don't let this happen, but that means I'll get lots of aroma at first, I guess. Yeah, it's not a gigantic aroma, even though the bubbles are going crazy right now, you can see in there. And it's, yeah, orange zest, freshly squeezed orange juice actually is the main aroma. Yeah, it actually smells like the orange oil you get from like rubbing the edges of a glass with the orange peel, with the peel outwards, which is what bartenders probably do on sidecars. It has that nice aroma like you're having a good cocktail. It doesn't smell too sweet. There is a little bit of some kind of mineral-y, crisp aroma happening. Yeah, maybe I'm noticing some of the hops. Maybe there's a little bit of a freshly cut vegetable, freshly cut, just bright fruit vegetable thing going on from the Equinox. Not quite getting, I guess I'm getting a little grapefruit, not super grassy. But there is some sort of grassy, very light grass, very sweet, piney element, more sprucey element from the Cascade also in there too. Yeah, but it is very, very orange forward, but I don't think the orange flavoring is really taking over all the hop aromatics. Ooh. Yeah, it tastes a lot like a regular Sierra Nevada, but less sweet malt and less caramel. It's really close in alcohol content to regular Sierra Nevada Pale Ale, but I'm noticing some nice unique flavors from the Equinox and the Mandarina Bavaria on the tongue. I get a candy, a candy, almost tropical fruit, chalky Smarties thing, probably coming from the Equinox. that I enjoy, and maybe in part from the Mandarin and Bavaria, but it's got some very sweet candy like citrus, mandarin, clementine sort of thing coming definitely from the Mandarin and Bavaria. I would say that the added orange flavoring is mostly just bringing out super citrusy notes, but then we do get some more complex flavors. And there's like very, very, very light toastiness from the Munich malt that I think is actually helping to bring out some of these more candy-like flavors. It's not quite bubblegum, but maybe if you got some orange flavored bubblegum, it has a similar flavor to that. Or orange taffy, or orange Tootsie Rolls, and those ones are kind of weird. You've maybe seen those fruit flavored Tootsie Rolls. I feel like I'm tasting that. And it's not quite super dry or super refreshing. If it were ice cold, you could down it a little bit, but it's still like all these Sierra Nevada IPAs and pales that they care a little bit about having some malt sweetness and some malty body. And the bitterness is pretty mild on this one. I think they maybe said 30 IBUs only. I like it though, and it stands apart from the regular pale ale. If you want something that's a little bit more refreshing, I guess it is definitely drier, more refreshing than the regular Sierra Nevada pale ale. And it is just pale enough that I guess you could definitely have several of these, but I would like it to be maybe just a teeny bit drier. Maybe I'll get used to it a little bit more after a while. It's very light, peppery. Like you just bit into an orange and you're chewing on a Smarties. That's kind of what it's like in your mouth and on the tongue. Pretty darn good beer. I like this one. Yeah, I would definitely give it an 80, at least, or a 4, whatever you want to say. 4 bags of popcorn. I highly recommend it, especially because the freshest batch available to you might, just for logistical reasons, be around right now. I would definitely try it. It's worth it, especially because Sierra Nevada is often a pretty good deal for a quality craft beer, and this one is a little more trendy, I would say. I would actually like to try it without the added fruit and just to get more of those unique Mandarina and Equinox hops, but they do come through, especially in the flavor, so I'm happy with it. Goodbye.